What you drinking?
I'm drinking some rosé that we got gifted around Christmas, and there's a little bit left, so I was like, why not? Just right from the bottle.
It is New Year's Eve after all. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happiest of newest years.
I am drinking a mimosa.
Very summery, very springy. I like it.
Very brunchy, and it's definitely not brunch time.
Yeah, I was going to say it is, what? It's a little after 7 p.m.
But I brought it to mom and dad's house earlier in the afty because we were having like a makeup Christmas situation. So I brought mimosa stuff, and I was pretty much the only one who drank it. So,
but it makes you feel better if you like bring the alcohol than if you're the only one drinking the alcohol and it's not even yours.
Right. Well, and then dad made me a Bloody Mary. So I had that too.
I love Bloody Marys.
I have tried it a couple times, but it's always been when we're up on the mountain, and I always get a migraine, but I've never been sure if it's the Bloody Mary or if it's been like the altitude with camping. So this is the first one I've tried like on normal ground.
Are you just finding out maybe you're allergic to camping?
I might be allergic to camping because I don't have a migraine after this Bloody Mary. And like, I like the taste of them and I've wanted to enjoy one, but I've been scared to try it again.
When you come up here for my wedding, we should go. There's a place that does a Bloody Mary bar on the weekends. And it's insane. You can put in so much shit. You can put in like full pieces of bacon that it's pretty much like a meal and a drink. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Okay, let's do that. Mom and I went to a mimosa bar in Nashville. And
did mom get smashed?
God bless her soul. No, we only had one each. And she like went to reach for something on the counter, knocked her glass over, shattered it.
Oh no, not Mitten.
Shattered it to bits. Yes, she was so embarrassed. And she really wasn't. Like, she wasn't sloshed.
She's just clumsy.
But of course, well, and of course, it made it seem like she was just...
Yeah. You should have, if like you were a good daughter, you would have just picked yours up and shattered it in unison and been like, solidarity. I'm the drunk. It is I.
It is I who shattered the glasses.
You know, it would have been really great God. If when that happened, if you were like, God, Mom, you have to stop doing this. And just like really played it up of, you said you would stop at 6.
Of all the people it could happen to, it's like we want the least attention drawn to us. We're out just like having a girls' day. We find this mimosa bar. We're just sitting there like being cool ladies and shattered to pieces.
Speaking of the mutton chop, Justin had a great idea and said that we should sometime have her on an episode.
I actually told her if you flake out on me, I'm just going to bring her on. So just so you know, I'm replacing you.
Are you really mad that I flaked?
Not anymore.
I could tell at the time because you're like, all right, that's fine.
This is what I struggle with. I want to be the type of person that is understanding and flexible. And I know if the situation were reversed, I would hope that the person would be like, you know what, I totally get it. And it's like, I do get it. But the rage I feel when like people change plans on me, not just you.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny because prior to that, didn't you have to like cancel and switch times twice in a row?
Probably, yes.
Yeah. So that's and I was just like, yeah, no, because I am somebody where like when people cancel plans with me, I'm just like, yeah, no, that's fine. Like I very rarely get disappointed because having plans actually gives me a lot of anxiety no matter how much I want to do them. So like I'm always okay when plans are canceled, like 98% of the time. Me. But no, your text was so bitchy. I could just feel and it's funny because I genuinely like had such a good excuse. I'm the manager at a place that's really busy around Christmas time. I worked 6 days in a row. I had a single day off, and then I worked another like 4 or 5 days, and then it was like Christmas Eve and Christmas. And then I had to go back to work. And I was like, I am not going to have my episode done because I've had in this period, I've had like 3 days off in a period of just like absolute of more than it was a lot of days. It was a lot of days. I'll get overtime pay, which is nice. But
that's good.
Yeah, I am tired.
Well, yeah, that will be a nice paycheck.
Yeah, which is good because I'm terrible with money.
Great.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's why Kelsey and I don't have combined finances. No, I like she saves
just like, no, thank you.
No, truly, like we talked about it, and I thought because it's such a thing that it seems like as a couple, especially like with our parents' generation, like you should do. And so we kind of talked about it, and then we didn't talk about it for years because Kelsey and I have been together for like 8 years at this point, 7 or 8, and we recently talked about it, and I think I said, I'm like, it's so good that we don't have like combined finances. And she's like, I haven't brought it up since we talked about it last because I didn't know how to say that I didn't want to combine my money with yours. And I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no. I'm terrible with money. She's like, you're not bad. I'm like, no, you can say it. I'm really bad with money. I'm like, I think it's best that I don't have access to your money. Like we count all of the money as ours.
Right.
And we both pay bills and shit. Well, I need to pay the utilities bill. It's only been a couple months. It'll be fine. But we all pay bills and whatnot. And we very rarely, like, if I buy her something or vice versa, like, hey, pay me back for that. Like, sometimes we do, but very rarely, like, we share money. But I have no idea, like, it's her savings, but kind of like our savings for the wedding. No idea how much money's in it. Don't need to know. It's fine. It's taken care of.
Yeah.
Don't know what's in our bank account. Never seen it. Don't need to know.
I think that's on a per relationship basis. That's part of being in a relationship. You figure out what works for you guys. And if combined finances isn't it, then it isn't it.
I legitimately, because this is how I am with finances, like I'll be like, oh, I really want to buy this. And she'll be like, oh, that's great, babe. Did you budget for it? And I'm like, no, because sometimes when I budget, it tells me I can't buy things. And that makes me mad. So I just am like, let's just wing
this stupid budget tells me I don't have the money. I want to buy this thing.
Yes. And I mean, like, I get bored. And for instance, one time I was bored, and this was at my office job. I was bored, and I just booked myself paragliding. And I'm afraid of heights, but I was just like, yeah, might as well. I'll just pay for this multi-$100 thing. Like, I am actively terrible with money.
Did you go?
Yeah, hell yeah, I went.
Oh, okay. Because I don't feel like I ever heard about you going paragliding. So.
Oh, really? I have videos and stuff. It was really sad. The guy who took me paragliding, because you have to be like with somebody who actually knows what you're doing, he ended up in a competition like a handful of months after that. He ended up dying.
Oh my gosh.
Because, I mean, like where we're going, it's if you hit the side of the mountain, like you're going to break a leg or something, which one of his friends had recently when I had gone. This was in like 2019. But where he was going, it's like much, much higher and much more dangerous terrain and stuff.
Okay. So not where they would take like clients.
No. Like we still could have. I mean, things still could have gone wrong. And for instance, like if we had been blown into the mountain, like I probably would have broken a leg or something. But I'll have to show you videos and photos. It was really cool.
Yeah. I have questions, but we probably don't have time to dive into the random paragliding purchase. Although we actually kind of do, because guys, we're playing a game today. So it's just going to be bullshit the whole time.
I look cute at this angle. I love bullshit.
So cute.
Suck out.
We have a listener suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Sweet baby Justin says that he wants us to do a Bring It On episode. Now, I told him not to get mad because I said, I don't think either you or I have seen that movie. Am I correct?
I've seen it.
You have?
It's like a rite of passage for little lesbians.
Okay. Well, then I lied to him.
It's okay. He and I talked about it.
Like, that does not mean we can't cover it. We can cover things in the future that you or I haven't seen, because that might be kind of fun too.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about that before we started this, or like while we first started it. If anybody, and you don't have to know us, it's almost cooler if you don't know us. If there are things from your childhood that you're like, cover this, please. We'll absolutely take it into consideration. And I think it could be really funny, particularly if it's like something that was very aimed towards, like, for instance, like a middle school age. And now Riley and I in our 30s are like trying to vibe with it. I'm totally down.
Yes, same.
There's going to start to be, because yes, obviously we shared a childhood together, but we're very different people in different ages. And there's going to definitely be a lot of things that we're talking about in the future that the other person, it's like, I'm going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh probably and Beyblade and all these things that you did not partake in, but I did. So yeah, we're definitely down for ideas. And yeah, I think
you can send them to the Gmail, or I guess message us on Instagram or TikTok. I think you can message through. I'm still
Hit us
figuring out
so
TikTok.
hard on the TikToks. Put it in comments. We would love for more people to hear our just beautiful voices, just right and pulsing in their ear holes.
Angelic voices.
All right, should we get back to potting?
I'm pulling up my notes.
Yeah, because I have no idea what game we're playing.
You do not. I'm sure there is a name for this game. Basically, you're going to be matching a quote to the show.
Oh, no.
And you get extra points if you can figure out, it's multiple choice. So you don't have to like pull it out of thin air. You get extra points if you can remember who in the show said it.
Okay.
We're not actually keeping score, but you can feel good about knowing that you know that. What would this be called? I'm sure there's a name for it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a name. I should have prepped ones for you.
No, it's okay. You can make a game for me on a different episode.
Okay.
Okay. We've got 9 questions for some reason. I ended at 9. First quote. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If it was physically possible to make love to a hot beverage, this would be the one. Is that from A, Sex in the City?
Is it Lorelai Gilmore?
You little shit. Yes, it is Lorelai Gilmore talking about coffee.
Coffee. Sorry, I was like, that has to.
Okay.
Hit me with another OB.
All right. Okay, number 2. If you let people's perception of you dictate your behavior, you'll never grow as a person. Is that from A, Sabrina the Teenage Witch? B, Boy Meets World? Or C, Seventh Heaven?
Oh, God. It could be any of them. That's why it's so good.
It could be any of them.
B, I really don't know.
Boy Meets World?
Sure, yeah.
You are correct. Do you have any idea who would have said that?
I don't know, Mr. Feeney?
Yes. I'm like, you know it. You know it in your heart.
In my heart.
That's a Feeney quote.
God, why can't I look hot like this all the time? I think it's because my nose is covered by the pop filter. Sorry, continue. Oh, also my pores are blurred.
I'm going to make you turn off your camera.
Webcam. Okay, no, I'm focused. I'm focused on me, but I'm focused.
Number 3.
Yes.
Your eyes, like 2 green jelly beans, are pools I want to bathe in. My head doth swoon, and yet I want to beat your face in.
Oh my God.
Do you know it already?
When you started saying it, I'm like, this is so familiar, but I cannot play. I'm going to have to get options.
All right. So it's either A, Rugrats, B, Hey Arnold, or C, Recess.
Is it Helga Pataki, Hey Arnold?
Yes, it is.
Helga.
Yep.
We got to cover Hey Arnold.
Oh my gosh. We need a full episode just on Helga Pataki because that was from one of her poems, and there were many. It was hard for me to choose.
So many options.
That's so good. Number 4. Good Lord, I can't believe I'm at a public pool. Why doesn't somebody just pee directly on me? Is it from
Sounds familiar.
A, Will and Grace, B, Glee, or C, Gilmore Girls?
Oh God, all of them. My first guess, I was thinking maybe Will and Grace or Gilmore Girls. If it was Gilmore Girls, it seems like something Emily Gilmore would say.
You're totally right. It would be.
If it's Will and Grace, is it Will or Karen?
I can see why you would think that.
Yeah.
But that is a Karen Walker quote.
Love her. Love her.
She's the best. She also has a lot of great quotes, but so many of them I feel like we know by heart. So I couldn't use like the best ones.
That's understandable. This was a good one. My first thought was Will and Grace, but then I was like, maybe it was that one time Emily Gilmore was at a pool and they served her a burger and fries.
Yes, well, she does have Karen Walker vibes because they've got that rich lady.
Oh, I'm thinking Arrested Development. My bad. I just apparently love mean, rich women.
No, but those two, I do get those two confused.
Yeah. Even like physically, they're like similar.
Why can't I think of her name? Lucille.
Yes, played by Jessica Walters.
Shit.
We have to look it up. She passed away.
Yeah, we have to look it up. I know.
And her acting, just a gem.
I loved her. Louise and
Lucille.
Lucille. Goddamn. Jessica Walter. R.I.P. She was incredible.
Just phenomenal.
But yes, I could have attributed to that quote to any one of those ladies.
Truly iconic. All right, hit me with another OB.
Number 5. I can already feel myself getting fed up with boys, and I haven't had anything to do with them yet. Is it from A, Georgia Nicholson?
Oh my God, I was thinking Georgia Nicholson. Is it Georgia Nicholson?
It is Georgia Nicholson, yes. That was another one that was really hard to pick out from the books because they're all so, like, we know them all.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when she talks about her cat being molested? Like, not actually, but she makes that joke. And I didn't really understand what molestation was, so I just kept using that.
You didn't.
Yeah, I kept, because I was pretty young. I know you got mad at me and you were like, stop joking about it. It's not funny. And I didn't understand because it was like funny when she said it about the cat, but I couldn't just, I'm sure I was using it in very upsetting ways.
Cat molestation is not a joke. Oh shit, I don't remember that. I love those books. We're going to cover those too. I love how her little sister takes her tampons out of and calls them George's little mice. That's what pops into my mind all the time.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That's incredible. Can I just say I'm sort of shocked that I've only missed one.
You're doing very well.
And like 2 of them I knew before you even gave me options. I'm just saying, do I
credit where credit is due?
Too much stuff, maybe.
You know what? Let's not pass judgment on ourselves. Just give yourself a pat on the bat. The bat. Okay,
You're drunk.
Had 1.5 mimosas, and yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm going to start laughing about dead cats again this episode or something.
We can't go back there.
Or molested cats.
Oh no, we can't go back. We can't go back. Move forward, Obi.
Okay. Yes, that was Georgia Nicholson, and it was from the Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging book, if you would like to know.
Excellent.
Number 6. She irons her jeans. She's evil. Is it from A, Will and Grace, B, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or C, Kim Possible?
I know this quote. Is it Buffy?
It is Buffy. Said by?
Who? Cordelia Chase?
No, but that's a good guess.
Is it Buffy herself?
It is by Buffy herself. It's in regards to the roommate she gets in college that ends up being a demon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kathy.
Oh,
Kathy.
Kath.
Oh, Kathy. Number 7. Quote, sometimes I wish I could be you so I could be friends with me. Is this from A, Recess, B, Family Guy, or C, Rugrats?
I have to say this one I really don't know. Maybe Recess?
It is not. It is from Rugrats, and it was said by the Angelica Pickles.
Angelica.
To those dumb babies.
Those dumb babies. Okay, so I've missed 2. It's fine.
It's fine. Number 8. I need a little fresh air and a latte. A, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. B, Gilmore Girls. Or C, Glee.
Okay, this one I feel like it's such a normal line that I feel like this is kind of cheap. Yeah, it's a pretty okay. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think you'd put Gilmore Girls in there twice.
I love how, like, do you guys hear how accusatory she is to me?
No,
like, I spend my blood. No, let me say what I have to say. This is half mine. Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and just swig that. I spend my blood, sweat, and tears putting together this comprehensive list of quotes, trying to find choices that are all similar to each other so that it's challenging. And this bitch comes at me about this quote being cheap. How dare you, madam?
Glee? I don't know. Is it Glee?
It is not Glee.
Is it Sabrina?
It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it's said by Salem.
I could see that.
So how dare you?
Now I've missed 3. This is killing me.
We are at our last question.
Okay.
And then we probably need to fill this with just a teensy bit more bullshit.
We can do that.
Number 9. That's not very oops, I did it again. That's just oops. Is this from A, Lizzie McGuire, B, Even Stevens, or C, Boy Meets World? Any complaints before you answer? Or?
Lizzie McGuire.
You are correct.
Whew.
Any idea who said it?
Was it the mean girl?
No, it wasn't. God, what was her name?
Kate. I thought it was Kate something.
You're right. Lindsay was from Georgia Nicholson, actually, because they called her Wet Lindsay. It was said by Miranda, who was like my fave.
Yeah, I had a crush on her.
I can see that.
She was cool.
Well, that ends our quiz. You did very well.
Thank you, Obi. I think, 7 out of 9?
Yeah, something like that.
Excellent.
Have you been watching anything cool lately?
I've been watching campaign 3 of Critical Role. You look so confused. So Critical Role.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Critical Role started 10 years ago. It's an actual play D&D group.
What does actual play mean?
It means you're watching other people play a game.
Okay.
So it got super popular. It's DM'd by Matthew Mercer, and it's him and his friends, and they're all really, really good voice actors. And he's a prolific, just phenomenal, creative, wonderful DM. And so what makes it really slap is the fact that, they're all actors, they're all voice actors. And so they're playing D&D, and it's kind of the perfect mesh because you get people who know how to act and improvise.
Oh.
I would recommend, if you want to check it out, what's really cool is the company that I do not like did produce Vox Machina, which is from their first campaign. It's what their group was called. They have a cartoon. It's an adult cartoon. Do not let the girls watch. But it's actually, it's really, really cool. It's really, really funny. And you should check it out because we are going to be playing D&D for my bachelorette party.
Uh-huh.
You look so upset about this.
I'm just I'm scared. I'm nervous.
Which is funny because you're
a little bloated.
You were a theater kid, but
yeah.
I feel like our hometown, we had Mormon theater kids and stuff. We didn't have the right kind of theater. There were a couple cool gay bad boy theater kids.
Yeah.
There was 2 gay theater kids, and then there's another theater kid who would maybe smoke behind the building.
Yeah, they were all pretty vanilla.
But everybody else, what's really disappointing is I feel like our theater kids were the very PG Disney version, Disney Channel version of theater kids. They're just really loud and annoying and not actually very cool.
Because they were the daughter and or best friend of the daughter of the person who ran all the theater shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Me. Sorry.
I love how you're hanging on to that, though.
I just, give somebody else a chance.
No, you're right.
Also, you're not that great.
Well, obviously. Have you heard about them doing anything big since? No. That's something, here's my advice for the new year. Be petty and be petty efficiently.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. I have some actual legitimate trauma tied to college, and some of the lesser lowercase t trauma was just shit going through my program. And I was talking to somebody who went through the same program as I did, Tuna actually, except he was in the MFA while I was in the BFA. And one of the things he said to me, this was years ago, but I was talking about how it was very cliquey, and there's a group of guys who were even the professors would suck up to them because they were the cool kids, and they would sometimes be nice to me and other times be really mean. And one of them in particular would be really he legitimately would talk about how, I don't think people realize that you and I are really similar, pretty much saying that you and I are really similar, but I don't act like that in front of other people because I want to be cool. He said some really fucked up shit to me. We could get into it. And so I was just talking to Tuna about just a lot of insecurities and a lot of lowercase t trauma from that program. And the thing he said was, well, I haven't seen their names on anything big, so I figure why worry about it? He said it to that effect.
That's
Tuna
amazing.
is the nicest person where he can say that and not be petty.
Mm-hmm.
He probably meant it, and hopefully they're doing well and they're figuring out what they need to do, but it's not we went to school with Steven Spielberg and we're just seeing his name all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Or oh yeah, I went to school with Jennifer Lawrence or something. So it was a good point.
Go Tuna. Tuna does our music, by the way. He's great.
He is wonderful.
I've never met him, but I love him.
You'll meet. I'm inviting him to the wedding, so if he's available, you'll meet him then.
I'm going to meet all these people that I feel like I know already.
Yeah, I was thinking about I love how we've kind of adopted Justin.
Oh, we've definitely adopted him. Not
We've
kind
definitely. Yeah, no, he gives me such older brother shit. Like there's this show
Didn't
he's
we
been wanting me
decide
to.
he was the middle brother?
Yeah, but he's older. He would still
Oh,
be
he's
older
older
than
than
me. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
No,
I
you
was
guys.
confused about how that works.
That's okay. You're the oldest, but you're dumb. It's fine.
You suck.
He gives me such shit all the time, but also we love each
Good.
other and it's wonderful. But
Yes.
I can't wait for you guys to meet.
I'm excited too. He what did he message to the Insta? Oh, when we were when we were making fun of Dad for the fact that he sends the good night text to us at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put something on Instagram that was like, what do dads want, or what does my dad want for Christmas? And he sent daughters that text him good night first. And I was like, oh,
you sent me that screenshot. He fucking burned us.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
I died. What else? Oh, my Christmas gifts from you were the best.
I'm glad you liked your Jesus bookmark for those smutty books you're reading.
So much. Oh my gosh. I love him so much. And then on the back, it's like, you've been judged.
You've been judged.
And my car shade, I don't know why, but my oldest is mortified by that. So I am absolutely going to use it any chance I get this summer.
What I find so funny is that she obviously, there's no way she knows who the people are.
Oh, she has no idea what it references.
We should explain. The car shade is that iconic paparazzi shot of Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and Britney Spears in the car. And then how you place the car shade, it just recreates, it beautifully recreates that photo.
Oh, it's incredible. No, she doesn't know the reference whatsoever. Oh, by the way, we talked about that in our Paris Hilton episode. Go listen. I was so excited. I pulled that out and it was folded up real small. So I couldn't tell what it was at first. Then I saw Paris's face and I was just like, oh, so excited. God. So I unfolded that bad boy inside. And that's when my oldest was like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's a car shade. It goes in the car. And she's like, we're putting that in our car? I'm like, well, not while we're driving, but yeah, you put it in the car, when it's hot. And she's like, in our car. No, we're not putting that in our car. I'm like, oh, yes, we are.
Oh, yes, we are. I love that. Because like you said, she doesn't get the reference. So it must just be, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know why it upsets her so much.
I suppose if our mom was putting a picture of 3 random women.
Random gals.
As her car shade at that age, we too probably would have been like, what's this, Mom? What's up with this?
Fair enough.
You'll have to send me a picture.
Oh, I will. I know. I need to get a picture of it in my car all set up. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Amazing. Yeah, I was waiting. I was a little late because I was waiting for them to get a peck in stock. I know, but I'm glad you like that in your Judgy Jesus bookmark.
I do. I love my Judgy Jesus bookmark.
It's
beautiful.
Died when I opened up the Paris Hilton. I was not I thought it was going to be a shirt or something. When I opened it up and I saw it was a fucking cutlery, a Paris Hilton knife set and cutting board, I died. It was so great. Is Kelsey? Kelsey and I, because her family always opened presents Christmas Eve, we try to save family presents for Christmas and then presents from each other for Christmas Eve. That's what we always our compromise, except I always want to just open all the presents except and she's like, stockings we have to save for Christmas. So anyways, I opened up her present, she opened mine, and then she grabbed that Paris Hilton box and was like, I need to know what this is, and handed it to me because she was just like, I gotta know what's in there. And I already used it.
It looked like a good knife set. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look half bad.
No, it's designed very nice. It's pretty. It's so funny. I have thought about, because I work at such a nerd place, I have thought about getting one of the Paris Hilton t-shirts though, because I think it would be out of place and just really funny. And the truth is I don't know if I'm wearing it to be ironic or not. I don't know. That's the best part. It's kind of both.
I know, she's just an icon.
Truly.
No matter what you have to say about her, but don't say anything mean because shut up. She's an icon. You can't argue that.
We don't need to be mean to people who've already dealt with a lot of mean.
Yes.
I also want to get a shirt that says, I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs.
Ooh, that's a good quote. Is that from Gilmore Girls?
No, it's just kind of an internet quote. Honestly, it's said a lot of times by lesbians because like we have this weird thing about like female villains where we're like,
you talked about that.
Yeah. It's just kind of this like running joke where we're like, she's just so sad and mean. And everybody's like, yeah, she killed a lot of people. We're like, yeah, but like she was so sad while doing it. And
she's just misunderstood.
She's just misunderstood. And so it's like, I don't know if it started from that, but I see it a lot in like lesbian related, like kind of joking content about like when there's like a really hot female villain, just like the comment, like, or the subtitle will just be like, I support women's wrongs.
Nice. Hey, do you have a New Year's resolution?
No, I never do those because I think they don't. I mean, haven't people said like statistically you're more likely to fail?
Yes, I believe so. I know that I statistically am more likely to fail because when I put that pressure on myself, I just immediately fail at it. I get too overwhelmed. I stress myself out, and then I quit.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much like what I've read about it is this kind of is that like there's so much pressure around it and that it just increases like failure and et cetera, et cetera. But are we going to make some sense right now?
Sure. Okay, my New Year's resolution. So I have been rewatching Gilmore Girls.
Mm-hmm.
And my New Year's resolution is to finish the whole series by the end of 2024.
That seems doable. Let's see. I read a combination of graphic novels and books. I read, I think, like 67 this year. I think I'm going to set mine for 75.
Okay.
Books, graphic novels. Thank you.
Okay. You can do it.
Thank you. I think, oh my God, I read a book recently.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad. What's weird is it's gotten really good reviews. For me, it was not it. If it works for you,
you're allowed to say that.
Yeah, because people were reviewing it and they're like, I am fucking sobbing. And I'm like, I am so happy that it hit you. I read it in like 2 or 3 days. And the entire time I was like, the fuck is this? It's called Shark Heart.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
It's a completely realistic world, except sometimes people start, it's kind of treated almost like cancer. Like sometimes people start turning into animals. And so this woman's husband starts slowly turning into a shark, and it's dealt with. It's okay. You can laugh. You can laugh. But how it's dealt with is, I think, very much supposed to be like something like cancer or Alzheimer's, and like she becomes like his caretaker and he's really out of sorts, et cetera, et cetera. All of that should be very upsetting. The problem I had with the book is that it kept talking about how great this husband is, but then it never showed him being great outside of... And that was the thing where I was like, I can't feel... Like, I think... I mean, I read so much fantasy and sci-fi that for me, somebody turning into a shark, I'm like, I could maybe get behind and be sad about.
Right.
Like, I can see what you're trying to do here. My problem was that it was like, I can't remember his stupid name.
You don't have any connection to him.
Yeah. Where it talked about how he was just like really, really charming and creative and he supported his wife. But like the only times you saw that was people saying that, but not him actually doing that. And like it showed his insecurities really well, which I think is great. I think you can have lovable characters that have insecurities. Like he felt like a failed actor and would always say he was going to like write a script or like write a play and then never did. And I'm like, that hit because I'm like, I do that a lot with creative projects where I'm like, I'm going to do this thing and then I'm so afraid of failing I don't. So I connected there. But everything else was just like he was supposed to be like her soulmate. And I was like, I mean, it's sad because they've been together for so long, but I'm like, is it really that sad? Like, it didn't feel like she was losing much.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
What parts started turning shark first?
Oh, great question. The skin.
Oh.
Don't worry. It wasn't that part.
I wasn't actually being dirty. I was just curious in general because all I could think of was, in Moana when he turns half shark and he's just like, shark head.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. It was like his skin started getting like really, really rough and he was constantly thirsty.
So next episode is your episode, question mark?
Yes.
Okay, so next episode is Sid's episode on Sunday. If you have episode suggestions, please send them to us. We're on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We have a Gmail that's something. Hold on. I can never remember if pod's on it or not. Hold on. Okay, it is ruiningourchildhoodpod@gmail.com.
I mean, I think we say all of this in our closer thing, but that's fine.
We do, but I'm not sure that people actually like stay to the closer. So I just
that's
want
true.
You
should because it's really good.
It's really cute, and we worked really hard on it. But if you don't, that's our information.
That's how you reach us.
And we have a website.
Yeah.
So call us, beep us if you want to reach us.
Hell yeah, that was a good one. Please interact with us.
Yeah, we love you guys. We've had some really fun episodes this year. We have some really great listeners so far, like some really kind-ass people.
Thank you, guys. It's been a really, really awesome year, and I'm super glad we're doing this. Thanks for being here with us.
I guess we could have talked more about just like a year wrap up, but we didn't.
Oh shit, we could have. Well, it's too late now.
We played a weird ass game and then just talked a bunch. So
we played a weird ass game for like 20 minutes, and then there's 40 minutes that you're just going to have to cut.
I know, guys.
Like no joke, you're just going to have to cut 40 minutes because some of it was very much like we can't release this to people, and other stuff was just like boring. So that's going to be fun for you, Obes.
Listen,
way to wrap up 2023 and start 2024.
This is the episode you got. Please don't judge our entire catalog on it, and we will see you next year.
We will. Bring your friends. We'll all hang out and talk about, I don't know, Furbies and shit. All right. Happy New Year, nerds.
You've reached Sid
and Riley.
We can't come to the phone right now,
so leave a message after the beep. Ruining Our Childhood was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Psych. But it is produced by us, Riley and Cassidy.
With music by Joseph Tuna Medish.
You can follow us on Instagram at ruiningourchildhoodpod.
Or send us an email at ruiningourchildhoodpod@gmail.com.
Support the show through our Ko-fi account, ko-fi.com/ruiningourchildhoodpodcast.
Later.